Hey guys, this is just going to be a very quick video. This is something that's changed in MATLAB, or at least we think it's changed. I'm not quite sure, but just briefly, a lot of students are having problems with Legend working properly. So I'm just going to go ahead and give an example of what was happening and why it's happening. So if I see CLC and clear and close, right? Probably CLC again. So previously, or at least we think previously, we could do this. And so we get this red line, which has, this is actually a bunch of markers, right? But we get this line. And so if we want to plot a straight line, we can plot 1 to 500 against a single scalar. And the result does, in fact, plot. However, there's a problem with this. What ends up happening is if we try to do Legend and say whatever, we get this. But if we have a second plot on here, and so this might be blue, and I'm just going to put it at 6 and then make it like 1 to 200, right? So my second plot, and so, oh, I should put hold on. So let me replot my first one now. So now if I alt tab, okay, perfect. We have what we want per se. The issue is that if I try to do the Legend and do my 2 different colors or whatever, I get this. So what's happening is it thinks that every single point along here is the exact same. Sorry, it's not the exact same. It thinks it's a different line. So it's taking each single point and trying to put it into the Legend. So I would have to have 200 plus 500. I'd have to have 700 legends in order to get the properly shown Legend where I have blue and red points. Obviously, we don't want to do this. So how do we avoid it? Well, if I close, then what I want to do is I'm going to plot this line. And so compare how this is done. And actually, I want to change this to a dash. So compare how this is done. So clearly this works, right? And compare how it's done to this. So we still do the 1 to 500, except instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 500, we just do 1 and 500, right? Because it's drawing a line, because we give it that we want a line. And so since it's giving us a line, we only need 2 points for a straight line. So I give it the first point, the last point, and then if it's a straight line across and it's just horizontal, then I give it a starting y value and an ending y value, and that's that. So that's much easier than trying to work with function handles and what have you. I'll just go ahead and prove that this works, but if you're plotting a straight line, this is the format that you want to follow. That's the big takeaway here. So again, proving that this does in fact work, I say hold on, and then we'll plot the same thing in blue, and we'll even show like a diagonal line. And so hit enter. And so you can see very slightly my red line here down at the bottom and my blue line up here. And so if I go ahead and do legend the same command, you can see that I get my red and my blue as distinct from one another. So this method works with legend. If you're working with just straight lines, this is the way to go. You can no longer plot a vector versus scalar and get a result that makes any sense, as unfortunate as that is. But anyways, hopefully this was helpful. This was a pretty quick one, and I'll see you guys next time.